welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Commanders. On the Broncos sideline, you get a look at their head coach. These guys seeing just how long they can keep this undefeated season going. On the opposing sideline, head coach of the Commanders, Dan Quinn. These guys are ready, as they always are, to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for being with us. I'm Kate Scott, along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker looks all set down there. And we're off on EA Sports. The opening kick! Oh, and the kicking team's got it! Neither offense has even taken the field yet, and already, Brock, a massive swing in this contest.
Yeah, think about it this way, Kate. If we didn't have the coin toss before the game and one team got the ball to start both halves, what an advantage it would be, and that's exactly what this offense has right now.
Yellow, yellow! 40!
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. He gained 11 on that play, and it's going to be first down, Denver.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Here's Brees on the ground for the first time. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish up their opening drive. Mike Evans with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Got a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, It feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response. You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders find an answer with their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Commanders literally won up that opening touchdown drive as they take a 7-6 lead here. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Keelan Robinson bringing this back. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10.
Fire!
They'll start this one out with Hall. We'll cobble together a yard there. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Evans brings in the slant. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. They come crashing down on that receiver screen, and they take him down behind the line.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Again, Mahomes to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
A loss of 8 yards.
He gets his offense some better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Commanders and their running back about to get back to work. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Running for the first time with a Louisville Cardinal. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. 3 inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
2nd and 16 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good for a Washington first down.
In the red zone on first. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 7-point lead in the first. One after try good by Riker. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8.
The score, Commanders 14, Broncos 6.
Here's Riker set to kick this away. Here's Robinson with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Broncos are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And it's been such an incredible season for him. As we play our final month of football, he's leading the NFL in passing yards. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To the air, Mahomes. He's got a net to Egbuka. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. And even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's going to be first down Denver.
And the Broncos.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for Broncos first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the game they did.
And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. 14-6 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know. And you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up.
That's just a total team effort right there, Kate. Defense was relentless on that play. Some of them chased it from the pocket. The others, well, they took away the easy throwing lane, and it really influenced that incompletion.
On second and 10 now, Mahomes. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Got a man, this is Evans. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with two of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place. But two touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for two in the tie, but at least he made it. So the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. And they sure looked clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? That's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their gameplay. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for him, too.
He's stepping up and takes off for this one. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier. So he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hits his running back. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. To get 22 out of that play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 3 now.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
It's caught by McLaurin. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead to 7. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Robinson with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. Broncos to the line now. It's first and 10. Here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Gets up the edge to the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be first down, Denver. From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive.
39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Broncos first down.
Broncos first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Broncos.
Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes. Still has some space inside the 35. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So the back does the work that time. Brock taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Looking to throw, Jackson. Snags it near the edge. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no. On first down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they come, second down. Lamar out of the pistol. Completed to his running back. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
37.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They kick the running back in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. Running right side by McLaurin. And he's stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And it sets up second down.
Second and
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second down now, 7 to go. Lamar now from the gun. Big man showing up the yards. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That play good for 17 and a first down. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. First down throw for Jackson. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Andrew and Cooper takes it away. Hits the 20. And into the end zone he goes. A pick 6 for Denver. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock. To have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos push their lead to 6.
Commanders 21.
Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Gamble now on the return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders ready to get their offense out there for the final time in the first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Puts some air under it deep down the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and out third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, middle.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Has room down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders tie it just before halftime. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Broncos take over first and 10. their own 22-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
15. Let's go, rule, ladies.
Looking to throw. He's going deep. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down. It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. He's loaded another one up. His final shot of the half will not connect. That ball's incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week. So let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now.
No doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They start the half to give them all. Rob Flat, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Attack! Hey, 57, 57.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Down the field. Evans has it. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Denver.
Another throw for Mahomes. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throwing again, Mahomes. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take the lead right away in half number 2. George Kittle, the touchdown. So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up for the two-point conversion.
Back to the air, Mahomes. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion try is good.
Broncos 35.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for two.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he scampers ahead and gets two on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Walton McLaurin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Colorado. And the Broncos have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They give on 2nd to Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. It's complete. This is Anguka. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos 1st down.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And they sense it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall once more. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
On the counter, Hall. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying again, Hall. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him 4 yards, and they're sitting on 3rd and goal now.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Broncos with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now a pass play. Here's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. George Kittle, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos double their lead to 14. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Dan Quinn sending his Commanders out for another drive. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Broncos bringing out an extra DB on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. New set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the
Jackson's going to throw again. Hits him on the out route. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jackson to the air. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And again, it's Jackson. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
2nd and 17 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On target to Moore. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chains moving too. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
Pistol snap to Jackson. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And this one does not go far. Offense to the line fast.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Lamar throwing again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
17, Jerry McLaurin. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now on 3rd. Looking to his fullback now. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Jackson keeping it himself. They give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. It's second down. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So second down produces nothing. Back to the middle they go for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Lamar now from the gun. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Lamar and the offense staying out there, Brock. They're trying for 2.
The 2-point conversion.
Running the read option. And he reaches the end zone, so the two-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
You know, this game can be pretty simple. Beat the man in front of you, carry the ball over the line, rushing football at its finest.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Broncos are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. The one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, here comes Hall. He'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
They go right back to Hall. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. They set up the screen here for Hall. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. As him running the comeback. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Broncos up by 6. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Hall running between the tackles. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. Hall gets it again on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Hall. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Looking to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They're going to pass it here. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Quincy Williams has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Broncos all around him, and down he goes. So the Broncos right out of here with a win on the road. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign.